All right, Jim Finlayson, congratulations, coach, with Cam Levins taking the course record there by over a minute. So how did the day go in terms of a coach's perspective?
Yeah, I think speaking specifically with respect to Cam, I'm happy with that. I mean, we're 4 weeks out from New York, and this is not an easy course. So for him to be able to run, I think he was 61:18 or something like that. I think is a great sign heading into New York. He's solo out there. It's a rolly course, and so I'm happy with where we're at.
And so I'd asked him about knowing the course, and he didn't. I guess he didn't do his homework. You wouldn't think he really needs to do much homework. He's just fast, right? But do you think he could have got towards the national record if he had sort of planned this as the seasonal peak?
I think this is not the course to do that on. I mean, it's certainly possible. I think if we'd done a little bit more specific half marathon work and maybe a little bit less of the marathon work, but I mean, I also think that he responds really well to the marathon work, and so that I think seems to have a positive effect on all his shorter distances. I mean, on this course, I think for him to get close to 60 flat is a really, really tall ask. I kind of doubt it here, but you never know. I mean, the one thing I'll say about Cam is there are times that I thought he was going to run a time trial much slower than he did, and he goes out and runs 101 solo, and so I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he could do that on this course, but it would kind of surprise me too.
Yeah, it would surprise a lot of people, probably himself, because he did say that, wow, it was tough. It was a tough course.
Yeah.
But he must have some marathon training in his legs still at this time, because 4 weeks away, he's not even close to a taper.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we did a pretty long session just over a week ago, and I mean, it can be cleared enough to be able to have a good race today, but it's not going to be cleared enough to be fully fresh and sharp on a day like today. So yeah, I mean, certainly, the mileage is still high. Our top priority is New York.
And when you say mileage is still high, he's notorious for running up to 160 miles. Where is he at the last few weeks?
I mean, I don't have an actual number on it, because we generally go by time, and I leave a lot of the autonomy of the volume to him. But he really, until sort of the last half of this week, we're not cutting it down at all. So he's still pretty peak mileage going into finishing up last week.
Okay, and you ran a half marathon yourself, and you have the national record in the 45 to 49 age group. You didn't quite get the national record here, but you're close. You've had some up and down training in the last couple of years. How did today go?
Yeah, I mean, I was satisfied with it. Like I kind of figured I was in 72 flat-ish shape, plus or minus a little bit. Happy to be under that. But I wouldn't say that I came out of that race feeling really pleasantly surprised. Like it was in the ballpark of what I thought I could do, but not better than it wasn't one of those days that was an A+ day.
But it's coming off some decent training for a change. So running 112, what does that mean for you? Certainly sub 230 for Frankfurt?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I would say I'm probably about 3.5% slowdown as I double the distance, and so I think that this puts me in a really good place coming into Frankfurt. I mean, Frankfurt's going to be a little bit flatter as well, and so I think that there's maybe another 30 seconds over a half marathon on Frankfurt's course. So I hope to be like 228-ish plus or minus a little bit. Again, probably not quite fit enough for the Canadian 50+ record, but close. So.
All right, Jim, well, nice work here, and good luck in Frankfurt in 3 weeks.
Thank you so much. Yeah, good to see you.